go slice. Like when there's nothing to farm, you can't just sit. You gotta find something to do. There's no one in the right lane. So I'm gonna push mid and right. You said what? I haven't played him, so I don't really know what he does.
Is Mark on stream?
Yeah, I just went live. It's up.
Oh, yeah.
I just know Conmere is annoying as balls. I'm farming jungle right now. Are you going right? Alright, bet. We can gank right lane. If he's still really young, he might not have to escape yet.
Why is it not showing him live?
I like how like your abilities, even if they're on a ledge, you can pull.
Hey,
them,
can you
right?
put the sound back up?
Hold on. Yeah, see, I like that. You can do that.
Yo, yo.
We're all good. No, that's all good. You got fucking. Yeah, I feel like we should pretty much. That's the way to put it. Hey Jordan, apparently you can buy it.
But you can't play it.
Yeah, you can. Go to their website too. It says. Yeah.
Oh, so I can buy it and play now, or I can get it for free and wait for 16.
I think it's like $10 or $6 for the lowest tag.
Why can't I get to my chat? What the fuck?
Oh yeah, you're 80. I forgot. I'm not used to you ever playing squishy.
There we go. All right. What is going on, guys? How is everybody doing?
I like how your character turned off.
What up, peeps? Give me just a second here.
So I was maxing my 3 last game. Is that what you do? Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, the bleed. Slash one. That's what I was maxing. Alright, yeah, I think it makes more sense because it doesn't look damage and like puts the bleed on it, so it's like OP. Alright. I'm gonna go back to base. I got 6 to back with, so. Oh, because I got ganked so early. I've got red buff, so I'm gonna go gank left lane. I've got some wards if you play for this guy.
Give me a remedy because my head wasn't right for this world.
Oh, we can kill him. He just fucking dropped. I'm just gonna eat these to get him out of here. Getting in mid? Alright, bet. I can come pull him for
Oh, I'm having echo.
Oh, there's somebody over here. I'm gonna go help over here.
No, okay. No push-ups tonight. That's very true. IML Austin, greetings. What is up, everyone? Danny, Truth, Cousin, love to see you, brother. Steven, Will.
You killed the other guy, right? Yeah,
Welcome, 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 everybody. I will be right back. I'm gonna go grab some water, and then it is 11:05, so we got just a couple more minutes. I will be right back.
See if we can find this video.
Hey,
There he is.
you know, hey,
Oh shit.
been waiting, bro.
No, bro. Wait for the right time, dog. Today made $1,400, bro. God damn it, bro. Good job.
Oh, that means there's a fucking spare. Oh no, it's this. I got my pull now. I didn't have it a second ago. Last hits for you, my friend. Alright, I'm gonna go kill right. Oh, I can kill this fucker. Oh, that damn mine. Yeah, I'm going to see. He has no mana, man, so if I can get a pull on him, he's dying. I don't think he's.
Alright.
Oh my god.
You got your notepad out too?
Yeah, I'm gonna be taking notes on you tonight.
Sweet.
I'm taking notes on everybody. I took notes on the presentation downstairs. I'm gonna take notes on the stream.
Awesome.
He
Is
had
Sean
enough
here?
damage to just fucking teleport.
Yes, I did. Who's in AU? That is not my
Oh shit.
pair, but I will check.
Nothing I can do.
I believe we are, and we're not in on the side that we should be. Yeah, we're selling your
Yeah.
odd right now. No. We're selling AU. We're buying EA, buying GU, and then selling UJ. And right now our GU buy is just not doing the best right now.
Damn.
But it's okay.
That was a good combo.
We are doing okay. What's up, one? How is everybody doing tonight? Welcome to the stream. We actually are having an event downstairs right now. I don't have like a way unless everybody comes up here, but it'll just be a mess because I'm still having to use my webcam mic. So it would just, I made everybody go downstairs. So I just wanted to make sure that y'all guys weren't going to be flooded with sound the entire time. That, you know, we're doing this. So, you know, guys, thank you so much for making it out. EA's about to make up some pips to short. Love your work, Mike. Not many people would stay accountable. Sean, I did my push-ups last night, brother, and I ain't forgetting this time. Cause that was like the first thing Cousin came in here and said was, no need to do push-ups tonight. I already have the news open, so I did it last night. Sean, you weren't here, but I did. Everybody saw. Somebody even said I did only 19. You little scammers in there.
Excuse me. You got it?
No, I'm just kidding. But anyways, guys, it is 11:09. We'll just I'm gonna go ahead and check my social media a little bit more. And as you know, you go ahead and kill your social media. Get all that stuff out of the way. This is class time. This is something that you need to be focusing on. This is for you guys. This is for any questions that you have, anything that you want to discuss as a group, the community. That is what it is for. So I'm just extremely excited that everybody made it out tonight. So with that being said, actually, we'll give it 2 more minutes. I didn't even check my social media. Make sure everything's good. Hold on. Thank you for the shout out. I'm about to kill my social media unless people start sending me charts. Cousin, Yessie, if you guys want to send me anything.
I'll send you some charts, babe.
You can have it. You're pushing towers on the line right
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm just farming my ass off.
All right. So I think we're good.
Probably about to go back to base.
Oh, I did forget one shot.
What's the youngest you guys do? Start trading. To start trading, 18. Yeah. And the company have like.
We're not for trade.
All right, guys. We're going to start right on time. My favorite time of the day, 11:11. So we got 1 more minute. Go ahead and get your water. Go ahead and get your pen and paper. I've got mine. I'm going to start taking notes down on everything that we talk about. Just so I'm going to be starting to hold everybody accountable for what we're going to be doing on a daily basis. Write down what we go through. And if it, as we go through the next day, even hold me accountable. Like, Mike, do you remember what you said yesterday? Because that's not something that I always do. So I would just want to be held accountable to that sense, to where people know that that we're moving forward every single day. I have no problem discussing anything that we've ever gone through, because it's not, that is the whole point of the class, is that we understand that everybody's going on. And USD try. You getting everybody on USD try now? Oh,
I'm gonna sell it.
Chance, good to see you, bro. Roma, good to see all you guys. Mike, love the vids you recommended on meditation. Truth. Namaste. All right, guys. Go ahead. It's time to start. Go ahead and close your eyes. Get in the pose. Go ahead and take your big, deep breaths, guys. Get the oxygen flowing in your body. Give your body what it needs to operate. Don't do it because you're just forgetting to breathe and you take a breath. Take breaths.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was a terrible time. You should have also wasted your head. That's why I didn't do it.
All right, guys, with your eyes still closed, for everybody who can hear me right now, I just wanted to thank every single individual to make it to class tonight, for helping co-create the experience we're all about to have tonight. I really feel that, we're going to get some knowledge passed around, that people are going to get their questions answered, and that we're going to move on to the next stage, that we're going to move on to the next page for everybody that's here, for all of the regulars that are always here that come to class, for the people who are absolutely brand new. Please, please feel welcome, feel needed, feel that you are a part of this global community that we have right now, because there are literally thousands of miles between all of us right now. And I hope that you guys can feel that. I hope that you can feel the love and the vibrations that we are sending out here at the Trade House to everybody else out there. And so with all that being said, guys, open your eyes. Thank you, guys. Glad to be back. Awesome. All right, guys. So welcome to the DFW Trade House live stream, guys. I know that we also have the stream live downstairs. I don't know if anybody can hear it, or if everybody's down there talking or whatever. But thank you, all of you guys, for also showing up. And thank you for everybody that's made it onto the stream tonight. Hold on. Okay. Wow, it's crazy. My mom just texted me. She's never texted me before, and right as I say that, sending out positive love and affirmations, my mom just texted me, said, "I just wanted to tell you good night. I love you to the moon and back." And that the law of the that law, though, those universal laws that we all have, that is insane. But guys, please welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're new, go ahead and put it out into the chat, just so I can give you a personal shout out for actually making it into class tonight. I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but just to make sure that you have an account on YouTube or whatever it's a Gmail account or whatever it is. So you have the ability to ask questions. So you have the ability to get your things that you need to, to move to that next stage, because that's what this is for. And if you aren't doing that, then you're not going to get to that next page. You're not going to get to that next step. And I know that's why people come. I know that's what people are looking for. So if you can't speak, then your voice is not heard. And then, I don't want you to feel that's like studying in markets or Forex or options or futures or any of that is something that you can't do because you don't have a support system to help you. And that's not the case at all. There's really a whole network of people that are here to help. Even on the stream right now, for all of you guys downstairs, please, please, please feel that energy, that love, and those affirmations that surround all of us. Not even just talking about Forex, just about anything in general. If you don't feel that you are connected to something, that might be why you're here. So with that being said, guys, we're going to go ahead and start off. Sean, you already know what we're going to do. We're going to be looking at news because I'm not doing push-ups tonight. I'm going to go ahead and refresh this real quick. All right, this is where we are. So we're at, where the next round of news is going to be coming out at 1:49 or 1:45 a.m., but that's really nothing. We're not really going to be getting any news on Forex Factory right now, but I'm going to go ahead and check my FX book really quick to make sure that I'm not getting a different story. Okay, so yeah, same thing. We're not getting any news. Even that news for GBP, the manufacturing production, as you can see, that's only showing as a medium on my FX book, so it's not really going to be something that's really worth considering about. So what's up, Josh? All about that grind. You better believe it. GBP 430. Yep, that's what we're looking at right here. And that's a little bit of GBP news, so that's something to be looking for. 4:30 Central Time is when the market seems to die down. It's that time period between London and New York that really is, there's not a hell of a lot that goes on in that particular time, so that could be looking for some opportunities right there for GBP. And by the way, GJ did end up closing its gap, so that opportunity, it actually, we'll get to that in a second. But anyways, we are good pretty much on news. We're not looking for any massive news releases right now. I don't think that there's going to be any massive movements because of news, so I'm going to go ahead and write that down really quick. What's today's date? Because my head wasn't wired for this room. Give me 1 second. Make sure that all of you guys also have your pen and papers out as well, so that you can start to develop, essentially a log of what we discuss every day for different types of projections on, different markets that we always look at, because we always look at all different types of markets every day. And we're just trying to get to that next stage of holding everybody accountable. All of my people that come here all the time, like, guys, start, let's get it. That's what this is for, and everybody needs to be taking notes. You cannot remember everything that we discuss. Even me, like, no one can remember every single little thing that we discuss every single day, but paper can. Paper doesn't forget if you write it down. So, yeah, UJ still hasn't closed its market gap. That is still an opportunity that is available to us. So, GJ did. UJ has it. So, we'll get to that in a second. All right, hold on. Let me go ahead. Okay, so I already got market is going to be moved off news tonight, more than likely, except for maybe that GBP. But anyways, so Sean, no push-ups for me today, buddy. We're going to go ahead and move on, and we will start honestly with GJ. That's kind of the pair that I wanted to. I was looking at even before we started to get onto the stream. And so, actually, before I start doing that, let me run through it, because I know that there's a lot of people watching right now, even at the house. So let me just run you through a little bit of what everybody needs to have. I know this is a reiteration for everybody that's already been here, but real quick, I want to give a shout out to Yessi for making this type of structure for a trading plan. So this is my why. That's not so important. That is just my why for why I do things. And so, all obviously that's personal to me. You would also need to have one as well. So as we write this down, as you write everything down, if you don't have one of these, go ahead and make sure that you're writing down what's highlighted and underlined, or I mean bold and underlined and stuff, so you can get these bullet points. So then you can go in later, whether you're writing it or typing it or whatever it is. Yes, Sean, I'm still sticking with the ends. But yeah, we're going to be looking at the different types of a trading plan that you can have. And then I'm going to exemplify it as to how I implement it on my charts. So what sort of trader am I? That is a question that you need to ask yourself. You need to identify what type of trader you want to become. And make sure that you're following the philosophies of the traders that really do shine in those different types of roles of trading. So that's really just what it is. I like to be not necessarily a swing trader, but probably more of an intraday trader. Zach's right here behind me. He was the one who introduced me to that term of an intraday trader, because it's it's intraday trading. So it's that you're not really necessarily falling asleep on your trades, but you're holding trades for a good period of time. What's your strengths and weaknesses? My strengths, my weaknesses. I mean, you need to be able to identify what you need to work on and where you shine it. You need to capitalize on your different types of wins and all of the stuff that you can do. Then look at your weaknesses and then don't exfoliate them. Don't say, well, I can't do this because of this, or I can't trade that well because of this. The reason why you have these weaknesses here is so you can ultimately delete them. That you're like, okay, I am meditating before I look at my charts. Delete it. So that's another thing that you need to be doing with yourself and holding yourself accountable. When do you trade? What times do you like to trade? Hold yourself accountable to the times that you put in to the hours of the day. Hold on. Okay. And I'm always adding to this. Okay, so when do you trade is also a very good thing to identify, just so that you can get your body acclimated to the point of, okay, I need to wake up at this time, I need to do this and this and this and this and this, and then from 8 to 11, this is the time that I will be actually physically marking up charts. This is when I'll actually be following up with myself and sticking with that plan, just so your body can get acclimated to it, and having that schedule, because it's always necessary. That's when you trade. I also put on here, I followed Yessi's, I followed a lot of what Yessi did right there, and putting on a certain 20 hours a week on charts, a minimum. What is my financial goal? Obviously, I have my goal as 200 pips a day, which would be 1,000 pips a week. Doesn't really matter on what is my financial goal. I should say, what is my pip goal, if anything, because everybody does have financial goals, but I think I want to put that into a different category itself. So what is my pip goal? And that I think is a much better thing to hold yourself accountable with. So what is my pip goal? Markups. Let me see if okay, go to daily. Okay, so this is how I essentially do what I'm doing. When I'm looking at my charts, and I do have a markup here for how I do things and how I trans in. Yes, he had sent it to me. Yeah, yes, he sent it to me. Nah, yens are awesome. Hold on, I haven't read the chat. UJ buy. Forgot. Hold on. I don't know if you're asking if that's what I'm in currently. No, I'm in a UJ sell. We're selling UJ right now. I would like it to come retop. We'll get to that in a second. But when I'm looking at my markups for what I want to be doing, first I'll look at the day. Now remember that I like to call myself an intraday trader. So the 15-minute, the 5-minute, and the 1-minute aren't going to be necessarily the time frames that I look at first. I really have no reason to. It's not going to be the thing that's going to give me my answer. So first, what is my step one? I go to daily and check the overall trend of things, right? And that is on every pair. Then next, I go to the 4-hour and see if I get a different story. Because when you're going on a daily chart, look at me on the webcam. Sometimes a daily chart will do this, and then you get on the hour and it's doing this. Every different chart can tell you a different story. So you can also even put that in as confirmations for when you have a daily saying the same thing, a 4-hour saying the same thing, an hour saying the same thing, a 30-minute saying the same thing, hell, even like a 5-minute saying the same thing. If all of that is happening, that gives you a strong indication that something might be going into a certain direction. So same thing, I go down to the 1-hour and I start charting. As you guys should all know, I like doing most of my stuff off of the hour. I just do. It's just my preference. It's not that there's anything wrong with that. You could easily do 30 minutes if you wanted, or 4 hours if that's the chart that you like to mark up on the most. In any case, just have that on your markup. See, like I actually have that as my rules. This is what I do systematically every single time that I look at a chart. I jump from chart to or time to time to time, and then I start. What is my next step? Identify relevant price zones where price could go to. Supply, demand, support, resistance, whatever you want to call it. They're kind of the same thing. They do tell a little bit of a different stories, but I like zones over physical, just lines. So I personally go for after supply and demand. So when you identify your supply and demand zones, that's when you're going to be, okay, this is where price is actually battling within, and it has to come to one way or the other, or it's just going to continue and just be stagnant in one little spot. But as you have that, you'll see what I'm talking about as we do that. The next thing that I do is I throw up a fib. I want to see where those price zones are, even though that I already know generally just by looking at a chart that I've trained my eyes enough now to say that's more than likely the 618, or that's more than likely the the point 0.5 or whatever it is, just because so much is happening on that one particular price line that I don't have to have it, but I'm gonna keep using it and keep using it and keep using it until where I just know. So that's what you need to be doing it as well. What are the retracement levels are at, and which ones could it possibly be bouncing off of? That is the purpose of fibs. That is what they are used for. So apply that tool, but always. And I'll get back to, and I'll finish up with what I'm saying with that in a second. Then place orders at the places where you think it could potentially touch and get away from. That's where you have your identified your supply and demand zones. Then from that, you have your limits in place: a buy limit, a sell stop, a sell limit, whatever you want it to be. No matter what it is, you can have those in place and let the market come to you. I haven't read the chat. Yeah, I was also sell. I'm also see a sell on UJ. Okay. Oh, Jordan just came on and said something. Pip goal is the same as profits exactly. Why do you have a pip goal over a profit goal? Yeah, because it's the same thing. Like, I'm not so concerned about profit at this time. I'm more concerned about developing my strategy, if that makes sense. I'm more concerned on making sure that I can consistently catch X amount of pips before you up your lot size. If you are new to Forex, that is not something that you should be coming in to do. You should not be coming in to try to make thousands of dollars in your first week. Yes, it is possible. Yes, you can do that. But yes, you are also gambling. If you don't understand the market language, you're clicking the blue or the red button. I've done that. We've all done that before. Everybody is guilty of it. We're all human beings. We love to all see the instant quick return. I'm pretty sure anybody would just like to hop onto something and instantly start making money. I mean, that's a dream, but that's just not the way things work. So if you can develop your own personal strategy for developing what you want, the reason why I have a pip goal to really put that into a deeper perspective is that if you, let's just say your pip goal is 50, whatever, if you are at 50 pips on a trade and your rule states your particular rule states that you want 50 pips and you do not get out, you broke your rule. So what are the rules even for at that point? If you're not following up with your own system of rules and holding your own self accountable or having your accountability partner with you, then you're just kind of throwing yourself into wins. So when you have that pip goal, that is per trade, not I want 200 pips per day. That's just what I want. But per trade, I want 30. That is just my goal right now, and I'm going to up that up when I can consistently catch 30 pips. Because whether I'm on a 0.01 or a standard or a 10.0, I'm still catching 30 pips regardless. And that is kind of like where the mindset will come into it, to where when you're trading on a 0.01 lot or 0.05 lot, whatever it is, and you're up 30 pips, it might not look like a lot. Or if you're in a drawdown of 30 pips, it might not look like a lot. But when you are on a much higher lot size, obviously, maybe a 0.5 or an actual physical standard, whatever the case may be, your mindset will change just based off of you're looking at the negative number. You're not counting your pips, and that's why I have the pip goal. So okay, it's just a percentage. Yeah, 100. Yep. Mike has to add you to the Trade House FB page. Yes, Ryan, we'll get you added. GU 1 point. Okay, that's Jordan. Every time I just hit the button, I lost. Exactly, cousin. I mean, we've all done that same thing. You fall into that same philosophy. It's funny that you say that too, cousin, because uh, when everybody clicks that button, whether it's the blue or the red button, there's probably some type of support and resistance or some other type of indications telling you that it's going to move in a direction, and all of the other retail traders are going to jump in on that same trade because they're probably going to have the same support and resistance identified, probably the same Fibonacci's, the same trend lines. So everybody's going to fall within that same cycle of, hey, this is what's going to happen. So then everybody goes in on a buy. It pulls down 30 pips, stops them all out, and then the move happens.
Not really.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, Thomas. Same to you, brother. Trade House FB page has it in the files. Yep. So okay. Place orders. All right. So to get back, place orders at the places where you think it could potentially touch and get away from. That is what I was talking about with having buy limits and sell stops and buy stops, all of that kind of stuff, and letting the market come to you. If you're not good enough yet to where you can say, yeah, the market's more than likely going to come up there and touch, then you go on a buy based off of bam, 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 bam. If you're not there yet, then what is the alternative? It's probably letting the market come to you, right? Do not react to the market. Respond to what the market is doing. Write that down. Hold on.
I don't know if that's how I did. No idea. None of us.
I'm also going to write this down for everybody who's here right now. If you are going to be sticking up with trading and with Forex, I'm telling you right now, first homework assignment, I'm writing it down. First homework assignment, I need everybody's trading rules. I want everyone's trading rules.
I'm going back after this.
From this point on, cousin, Sean, Eddie, Evan, everybody who's here right now, everybody that's downstairs that can hear me, I want every single person from this point forward to have a trading plan instated. And then we'll get back to it later. When would y'all like that due? When would you know what? I'll have it. I'll let y'all have one day to really sit down and think about it. So today's Monday, so by Wednesday stream. You can send it to me on Facebook, send it to me in an email, whatever you guys want to do. I don't care how you send it to me. You don't, if you don't feel comfortable with it, then send me that message saying, hey, I've got some very personal stuff. Then just send me the stuff that's not that personal part, just so I can see where you guys are. At the end of the week, you guys want it at the end of the week for Thursday? I can back it up to one more day if you guys really feel that you need it. And yes, the template for this right here is on the closed closed trade house Facebook group, so you will be able to even have this stuff. But make sure that you're writing it down so you don't necessarily need it. I'm doing this on Google Docs. You can do it in Spread. Hell, you can do it in Notepad. I don't even care. Like, just get it. Just do it wherever you need to do it. So we'll do it. I'll just run through it one more time. What sort of trader are you? Have your why. have your why,
Yeah, I got you.
identify your trading style, what are your strengths and your weaknesses, what times would you like to trade, what is your pip goals, also financial goals, your markups, your systematic structure for what you do every single time you look at a chart, so then you can adjust. You guys see how I'm adding stuff to my rules like as we go. I do this all the time. Like literally this right here, never like I never close it out. It's always on my computer. I literally just have it all the time with me. So have your markups with you. Next thing, trading rules. I actually even physically have my own trading rules. This is actually back that up. I don't want your rules. I want your trading plan. I want your trading plan of action. That's what it is. Rules come in with it. Rules are here. Rules are right here. They are not the thing I want. I want them apart. That is a percentage of what I want from you guys. Can I be added to the Facebook page? You absolutely can. Everybody that's in here can be added to the to the closed Facebook Trade House page. I'll go to it really, really fast. I'm not on social media, guys. This is it. So when you go here, I'm just showing you really fast. When you get added to this group, you go to Files. When you go to Files, it's right here, the one that we're talking about, the trading plan template. Trading plan template, download it, and then there you go. We have all sorts of free material right here. We even have the book Naked Forex right here for you guys as well. Patterns and entries, homework documents, balancing your finances for everything else that goes outside of trading, developing your confidence, your risk calculator, all of it, guys. I mean, it's everything that you need to get started. That's what we have right here. So you can also send the group is called Trade House. You can see Trade House with a little TM on it. I don't really know how to type that up, but anyways, that's how you can get added to it, or hit me up on Facebook. I'll just go to mine really quick. Mike Miles, send me a message. I will get to you as soon as I can, and we'll get all of that taken care of. So back off social media. I'm not on it. Absolutely, guys. I can. Yeah. There's no problem. Best way is to leave your email in here, and Mike normally adds it at the end of class. Yeah. So guys, if you want to drop, I need your Facebook email. If you want to be added to the group that way, you need to leave your Facebook email. Your normal email address is not going to work. It needs to be linked to your Facebook account. So. Okay, so I'm just going to read the chat. Okay, cool. How do you like to count your pips? Say you broke your position up into 3. First TP at 30, second at 50, and third at 100. Is that 180 pips or 100? Well, that would definitely be 180 pips, but I actually like that you bring that up, Sean. As a matter of fact,
yeah, he's pretty tanky. I'll go back to base.
I have it in here somewhere. Yeah. Implement try trading within the opportunity that I find within the market, and I can't type. I have a bunch of misspells, but anyways, implementing try trading is exactly what you're saying. When you find an opportunity within the market, that's when you want to actually say, look, okay, I'm going to take a position. And then and how you would do that is, okay, I want to do, let's say a 0.6 on, on a trade that you want to do, just for a strict example. Then yes, you could split up that 0.6 into 0.2, into 0.2, into 0.2 with different positions, so you can spread out a little bit more and not put all of your eggs into one basket. I'm going to put that in to my markup, not my markups, but I might put it in the. And what you would do on that first trade, you take your profits immediately when you hit your pip goal, and then on your second trade you could do the same thing, or you have the option to leave it open and then move your stop loss up to break even. So when you do that, you've already met your pip goal, but you can leave it and ride it out. You can set a trailing stop, whatever it is. The point is that if you reach your pip goal on one trade, you must get out. You must get out, because if all you do is you get in on a trade, and then the first thing that starts happening is you get into profit, then you literally from that point forward you stop trading. You are no longer looking for the next best opportunity. You're going to sit there and either stare at drawdown or you're going to stare at blue profits. Well, from that point forward, you are no longer trading anymore. You're babysitting. And that's another thing that I've always found that I do in myself. And as a matter of fact, I do it way too much, guys. I do the same thing. When you get into a trade, even if it goes good or bad, in any case, you're gonna sit here staring at MetaTrader on your phone and not really look for the next best opportunity. You're just gonna be stuck in that mindset of whatever, if it's up or down, and then you guys understand what I'm saying, right? You're not trading anymore. You just place some trades and now you're in profit. Traders are like looking and looking and looking for the next best opportunity because they don't want to miss one. And of course, this isn't every single trader, but I figured that uh, that is what most of those traders going to be doing. I used to be so bad for micromanaging my trades. I'm improving now, though. Awesome, Sean. That's that. Hold on. That's another thing. I'm gonna write that down. Let's do a homework assignment now. Okay. So that's going to be another homework assignment. So I recommend moving at least twice the commission of the trade for twin trade in case the market moves fast. Yes, Mike, I have a problem, which is the fact that I get scared when the trade is an inch toward my TP. Wait, Mike, I have a problem, which is the fact that I get scared when the trade is an inch toward my TP. I get out. How can I change that? Danielle, I'm sorry, I don't understand that. So you're saying that you would rather not let it hit your take profit and that you get out because you think that it's going to move back against you and that you just get out anyways? Danielle, get back to me. Tyson, what is up, guys? What is going on, brother? It is good to see you, man. Hey, Tyson, by the way, I want you to write this down because if you just got in here, I want you to develop, Tyson, I'm just going to, catch you right back up really quick. I want your trading plan, Tyson. I especially want yours. You hear all the time. I'm holding you accountable. Trading plan, what sort of trader are you? Your strengths and your weaknesses. You're in the closed Facebook group, so you're going to have all of this stuff. I did kind of adjust mine a little bit. Of course, all you guys can do the exact same thing. I want this done by Thursday. So either we do this on Wednesday stream or Thursday stream, and let me know that if you would like for me to share it and put it up on the stream so everybody can see it and maybe get some better ideas and they can add on to their trading plan as well. And that also applies with your rules and all of that stuff. So, all right, awesome, Tyson, thank you. So, moving on. And then another thing is, also babysitting your trades. Stop. Everybody's got to stop doing that. Okay, cool. Traded my E8 at the top of retracement and waiting on my new entry. We're about to get to the charts in a second, guys. I'm just going over some primitive stuff because I know that we have a lot of different ears and a lot of new faces and a lot of stuff. It's always going on. So, that's why I'm just kind of going over this stuff. It's always good to have that reiteration for things. So, this is my chart markups right here. This is another thing that I guys want you to do. If you trade on TradingView, the camera is right here on the bottom. Take an instant snapshot or snapshot of your chart. No more whatever. Simply click the button, and so you take a picture, and then the image URL is saved, or you can save the image or the copy the URL. So you can also put into your trading plan right here as to how you do it. Number one, for me on 1 hour is I do draw baby blue lines just to show you. All of the baby blue you see is all done on an hour. All done on an hour. What's the other? 4 hour, green. And this is for trend lines. This is for anything I draw. Anything I draw onto my chart is labeled in a color. It's all color coded now for me. Green. I'm not so adamant on the 4 hours as much as I am on the hour and daily. But as you can see, daily is purple, tread lines, like my supply and demand zones, any type of lines I draw, whatever the case may be, all of that is done in purple. One thing that Christopher Derrick taught me, shout out to him, I love him to death, you're a boss, brother, is that he told me and he taught me to make trading fun, make it personal, make it something that you want, stop making this into a job, make this into something that you want to do. So draw your charts, make it look pretty. I changed my colors, I changed my background, I changed my candlestick colors. You know, I came in here, I made everything bright green, bright red, made my wicks black. I made you know, my background gray. I like it. This is what I wanted to do, and this is how I'm gonna do it. This is everything I wanted to do, and I'm holding myself accountable to it. I will not draw something that is outside of that color. And then for the last thing, I do see on here that it says for the bearish are supposed to be bright green and the bullish are supposed to be bright red. That is a mistake. Obviously, it's the other way around. Bullish needs to be green and bearish needs to be red.
Oh, they're gonna get their powers going.
And so, with that being said, the last thing that I do is I draw, you know, my Fibonacci's on TradingView. They are the default color, which generates the rainbow of colors. You see, it generates the different colors of things, just like that right here. You see, so I'm trying to get more acclimated to say, okay, between the 0.5 and 618, it's that, you know, the color between the green and blue. 0.5 to 0.382 is green. 0.382 to 0.236 is yellow, and so on and so on and so on. So when I have those colors, I'm training my eyes to see it that way. I'm trying to get to that point to where I'm not. Why can I? Oh, what is this? Is this another chart?
Gotcha.
Can't remember your own charts.
I don't know what that is. That needs to go away. I don't know what that is. Anyways, you know, guys, that's just what I do. AJ is begging to drop. I'm saying, right? All right, guys. So, does everybody have their homework assignment written down? I want your trading plan. This is the start of the next week. Yes, of course, I'm saying navigation on MetaTrader. The news has been checked. You're late, Abraham.
Oh my god, that hit you so
Oh
hard.
yes, definitely, definitely. Say my risk was $5 and my account was 300. I would tell myself my account is at 295. Worked really well. I convinced myself the money was gone. I like that. If you know, whenever you put money into a broker account, that you have to pretty much say that it's no longer used. It's no longer yours. It's the market's. And if you can develop that mindset, no matter if it's $5 or $500,000, if you have that ability to detach yourself emotionally from that kind of money, you're not going to be stuck in that mindset, because I want everybody to understand that you're getting into the point to where you are going to start trading with higher lots, and you are going to start trading with bigger amounts of money. You need to be mentally prepared for that. You need to mentally say, guess what? I don't care if it's $5 or $500 drawdown. It's the same thing, just with a higher risk, but you should have your account to handle a $500 drawdown, and you should be able to have an account that can handle a $5 drawdown. In any case, whatever it is. All right. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with the chat. I see y'all. You're convincing yourself you don't have to do anything and that the money is already gone is very freeing. Very much. And Danielle, it's okay to take profit if it eases you. Profit is profit. You cannot go broke taking profits. Ever. It always ends up going to your TP, then just to use a stop profit where you would take profit early. Exactly. If you get so good to that point to where you're trading, you guys do know that you can click your stop loss and move it. It's very, very possible to do that. So you don't have to cut out, but you've already locked in your profits and you can ride all the way to that point. By the way, shout out to our 1,000 subscribers. Went beyond the 1K milestone this stream. Would appreciate everyone who shows up. We just passed 1,000 subscribers? No way. Didn't even. How do you know that, Zach? It just like. Yo, I want. Yeah. Okay, so we have 1,003 subscribers. What?
Those are them.
Oh, Thank you guys so much. So guys, we just hit 1,000. We're about to hit our 90th episode right now, and I'm very, very excited for that because it's always that 3-month blitz of everything, and that's another thing that the man, the myth, the legend himself behind me, Zach, showed me was that it's always 3-month workout programs, 3-month financial corrections, 3-month everything. It doesn't matter, and we're coming up on it, and it's just gone better and better and better, and we've developed a very, very strong, tight-knit community that shows up every night, and I really want to, like, do something for the guys that show up. If we were all together, I swear I would, like, drop all of my money and we'd all go to main event. I'd pay for it all. We're going to do something at some point. I don't know what, I don't know how, but we will be doing something for everybody who likes to show up to these, to the Straight Out streams. So, thank you guys so much for being a part of the community that does that. Please give me your Facebook, Yessie. Yeah, her name's Yessie Franco. You just hit your first month at IML, and it's awesome. That is great to hear, man. IML, we've got a lot going on with IML, and I'm extremely excited for what IML is doing right now. I'm happy that you are also enjoying your experience. It's all about the value that's promoted out. So, a huge shout out to my IML family, guys. Love you all to death. So, with that, guys, that's the end of mine. What do I do after I have the money I make from Forex? I have a Corvette. I don't know how that just got deleted, but whatever. Families, freedom, and friends, traveling, and then freeing. Truth seeking. Truth seeking and soul searching is always one of my, my biggest things that I want to be doing, and not just for me, but for others. So with that being said, guys, we're going to go ahead and move off of the trading plan. I just wanted to go ahead and talk about what you should be expecting for yourself, and you need to have an accountability partner, and that's another thing that you need to have. Who is your accountability partner and why? How should I'm going to put that in somewhere. I'll just put it at the bottom because I already have mine. Who is your oops.
I mean, I can open up and do that.
I'm not sure. We just made this up.
Alright. Yeah.
And then you can also do all of this, cross-check each other on your charts and everything that you do on a daily basis, because if you can, that's just gonna, I promise, it's just gonna make everything so much easier for you if you're not having to do all this by yourself. Okay, so now we're going to be looking at some charts. Yay, raw time, right? So even the scanner is also saying to sell. All right, so we're going to start with UJ. UJ has not closed its gap yet. It is actually keeps climbing away from its gap. And if you were here last night, then you understand. We're going to go ahead and start off with the day. I've already looked at the tray, or at the day. It's been downtrending. UJ's been on a downtrend for a while. So that's, obviously you gotta pay attention to that. What happens on the left? Check this out. Look at how many times it goes up, and then it comes back down, goes up and comes back down, makes a retracement, then a big old retracement down, big old retracement up, back down. Okay, so what do we think is about to happen again? But inevitably that's gonna have to happen, not necessarily inevitably, but that is what has been happening over the chart for the past few times. You also get that confirmation with different types of Fibonacci levels that are exemplifying to you that price is really having problems bouncing off of the 0.3 or the shit. What color is yellow? That's a 0.38. Man, see, I don't have it down yet. I'm almost there. Yeah, it's a 0.382. So it's having trouble bouncing off of the 0.382. Blasted through the 0.5, came back up above it, bounced off of it, and now it's hitting off the 618. And then obviously, as you can see, that it blasted down below it. But always remember that this is my Fibonacci that I drew on the daily, and this is what we got right now. So that's all of the information we're going to grab out of it daily. Let me check the chat. I will check out AU. Mike, just wanted to say big congrats to you. You keep thanking us, but this is your project that we're proud of. Hitting 1K subscriber is huge. As always, thank you so much for everything you do. I can't do it without you guys. Sean, like, you're here all the time, bro. Like, what would I be doing if you guys weren't here. You know, we co-create the experience. This is why I thank you guys every single night for showing up to class. This is class, guys. Just because I'm not the only teacher, you know, guys, I see you guys answering each other's questions in the chat, and then I sit here and like reread everything you guys type, and it's because y'all guys are also the teachers to the other ones as well. There's so many new people. There's going to be new faces, new ears every single time we stream. So thank you guys for helping co-create this experience. But anyways, we'll go ahead and get back to you, Jay. So we're not going to be getting so much more on the day chart. We see that it is hitting. It has found some type of level of support. And you see, this is on the daily. I got to change this line to purple. So I'm just going to go ahead and move this line up to about there, just to have that is the daily place where you can see that price is pretty much bottomed out at right now and having trouble breaking through. We'll go ahead and move on. Go to the 4 hour. UJ. Oh, I forgot to also put in my trading. I feel myself go under. Weight of it's like hands around my neck.
Yeah, dude, our team is not good.
It will be hurting too. Alright. So identifying the phases of the market, I have an example of it right here. This isn't the best one. I drew this on the hour, so it'll look a little bit clear, but you're looking for the direction of the market change. I'm having trouble. I'm setting up my zones and making my trades, but it always hits my stop loss, then goes in the direction of my original trade. Is there a way to combat this? Absolutely, there's a way to combat that. Kennedy, think about it this way: if that's happening consistently, wait one step. If you're saying that is literally happening to you over and over and over and over again, then realize that the philosophy or whatever it is that you're following up with when you're trading is the thing that's always getting you stopped out, and then the move is making. What about putting your stop loss 15 pips higher, go down on your risk management, or go up, or whatever that is. Allow yourself to take a bigger loss just because you're either trading on smaller lot sizes, or adjust your rules accordingly to where you have the ability to do it. But if it's consistently happening to where it's hitting your stop and then making the next move, adjust your strategy just a little bit to where you have the ability to let that drawback happen, and then that move is going to keep happening. So does that make sense, Kennedy? Or change up the way that you are, the way that you may be identifying your zones. What time frames do you use for zone analysis, Kennedy? How far beyond the zone do you place your stop? So that's exactly what Zach came over here and just typed.
Really? With that much fucking help?
Wait for your perfect entry. That's also true as well. You can, oh, let me get some water. I'm thirsty.
I had to do that. I'm so fucking
I love this water. Okay, it's also important to measure retracement. What always happens on the left happens on the right, Kennedy. So, you always say, you can put your stop loss at relevant zones versus where okay, we'll use this right now. Look at the chart. For you, Jay, for example, if you thought that if you had identified that this was going to be the top of that zone just based off of look, it's very, very simple. I'll just draw the line. You can see that the top of this thing right here was all of this right here, so you could have had it. That would have been a perfect entry. But let's just say, for the sake of example, that wasn't the case. Let's say it did this, and then all of these candlesticks did the same thing, but your account couldn't handle that drawback. But see, what it ended up doing was touching, I don't know if you can see, oh damn, I don't know if you can tell, but that candle wick is right there. You can see it. There's a candle wick right here, which came higher than that relevant zone that you would have drawn for the for the top of that zone. That maybe your account couldn't have handled this. Whatever, let's just say for strict example, you couldn't handle a 23 pip drawdown. So adjust your risk to where you could handle that 23 pip drawdown if it's happening consistently.
Oh, right lane?
Yeah, I was beyond thirsty. Yeah, you better believe it. I haven't had a drink in a while. You guys know I always get thirsty on the stream. I first check in the hour, then narrow it down to 30-minute and take my trade there.
Yeah, you
Kennedy,
one, but
how
you
about
can't
you know, to change up your strategy? By the way, we just had our next hour stick. That now here we are. UJ closed at that. What is that saying? Pretty nasty looking little doji. Oh, that's a 4-hour. That's a 4-hour doji. Hold on. Hold on. I just drew all these lines wrong. Oh man. Oh. I don't know. Is the sellers exhausted in this, or is it gonna keep falling? Remember, guys, that we still do have this gap. But when is that sell going to be happening? I remember we were talking about, you know, we were talking about it on the stream right now. We already have, this is going to be the next phase that is developed. Why is this purple? There we go. All right. All right. I'm going to go ahead and just... Okay, so that would be, you know, what I would identify as my phases, or this is what I had identified as the phases, and now we're starting in the next trend. So this is going to start phase 1. I'm leaving this up, guys. Remember, I like to have my markup stay forever. And we can go ahead and delete this because obviously price did not come down to that. This is we're going to be our start of phase 1, and then we're looking for the retaps on this area. These are my relevant zones that I have for you, Jay. Okay, hold on. Alright, you can increase your stop loss pip amount using the calculator. Alright, so Josh, thank you for answering that, Josh.
Yeah, we see one of those one more to clear it, but we don't have it.
It's important to always reference more than 2 time frames to pick entries or profits. Kennedy, also, I was going to say, how about instead of going from the hour to 30-minute, go from 4-hour to hour to 30-minute? How about that? Because I do the same thing for day, 4 hours, an hour. You do, how about you at minimum look at 3 time phases no matter what? And then that might also help you as well with, you know, with that, you know, that same problem that you're having, Kennedy. And that is definitely my phase 1. I'm waiting for a retest in any direction right now. And we can also, we are now on the hour, so we can go ahead and identify, you know, that this is a very, very clear zone. All right, so I should probably draw my faces in a different color. But CBC, I would have, no, that's okay. I can do it. Yeah, it's fine. So price bouncing off of that level would definitely be a thing as well. So no, I'll go ahead and leave that 4-hour line there, but I definitely like that zone. And of course it respected the hell out of it. 31 pips already. I'm still believing in the UJ sell, even though yes, it is midnight right now. London is gonna pick up. Hold on. Yeah, we're still doing okay on UJ. Where's my pens? Okay, so remember, we'll hold everybody accountable in here, guys. So I'm going with my bias on a UJ sell, and I'm probably going to be looking for taps right at about the 1026 tap on top at the 1026.
That's a steal.
That's what I'm looking for. I'm not going to say that that's happening or anything, but that's what I would like to see. Or a tap to come back down here at,
Let's just do it.
we can, to close out the zone completely. To close out that zone needs to be at the 1018. So tap on bottom to tap the 101.8 on 101 point down, bow. All right, so that would be good on phase 1 on UJ. So, like I said, guys, we're going to be continuing that sell with the bias on UJ. So that's, unless any of you guys have a thing, you're up 10 pips on UJ already. And GU is looking like a buy. Identify support and resistance first, no matter what you do. I agree. Like, I just call it supply and demand. How would you draw a trend line on UJ? Okay, here, you some trend lines? Here, I can draw some. This is not done.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. I just drew a random line that I don't want. Okay, so I'm on an hour. So like I said, my trend lines will be blue, baby blue. And if you want to draw, we already know that UJ is on a downtrend. That's what the daily had told us. So I'm going to draw trend lines in that trend perspective. There really is no right or wrong way. It's what you do with that information. Let's just say I want to start a trend line here and go to where the market is relevant right now. So
I'm trying to keep them there. I'm taking
I could do that from there. I could draw a trend line from the bottom of this, all this right here. So we could also do this as well. And what I'm doing is I'm just going from random lows or highs and then hitting from the next lowest lows or to the next, to the highest highs, whatever, whatever the next relevant thing is. And as you can see, that trend line, that trend line that I just drew right here, tap, 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 taps, like taps for days all over that trend line. That is honestly a legitimate trend line.
Feel like I'm there.
And it could, therefore, you can see that we have a cross right here, that we could even see price come in right in all of this right here, come down and theoretically start bouncing in this. Just because it would also even support the fact that this is all a relevant price zone. As you can see, I could draw another line and you could get even more confirmations. Look, you have all, oh wait, you might not be able to see this. Yeah, you can't. Okay, so what I was just saying was that you have that support identified right here. You also got a tap right here. This is the top of the phases that we had right here. And then you can see that these trend lines and all of this stuff, this is called confluence. This is what you're looking for. You're looking for multiple different things that are telling you that the market is either going to head up or down. So if you guys don't know so much about what confluence is, massive one. UJ showing a harmonic pattern. It's only going to retrace down. Wait. UJ showing a harmonic pattern. Is it going to retrace down or not mandatory? Are you talking about this harmonic pattern on UJ? This is on the 4 hour. This is the IML scanner right here. Oh. And this is also saying an entry up at the top in the TP1 would be at 1019. 1019. Where is that? Oh, it's at the bottom. Okay, it's like, yeah, it's this zone I identified right here. That would be the TP1. So that would not be a bad place to have a TP1, honestly, and that's what harmonic pattern detection is. It's just looking for relevant zones and stuff. And look, lo and behold, I already have that zone identified. That's what you should be using that scanner for, or any type of thing like that, just to be identifying different types of things that you should be able to see with your eyes. UJ may be dropping between 40 to 50 pips. If any lower, make your stop loss accordingly. Remember, guys, UJ is going to have to fill this market gap inevitably. That's why I'm really feeling that the top to the downside, back down to the 108 range, like I had said, all of this right here, and like I said, I'm not holding myself accountable. These all need to be blue lines. I might have to change my trend line color. I don't know. We'll find out. And yeah, that is a daily zone. I'll remember that. Okay, so that's good right there. So did I answer your question? Did I answer your question? Who asked for tread lines? I don't see that question. I don't see the question anymore. Whenever I get a chance, look at you try. You ready to look at some you try, Zach? You try. I'll look at it. I'll look at it. I have never looked at that pair ever.
That's 3 down. That's 3 down.
Even Evan always use Wix. Do not ignore him. Yeah, like don't ignore Wix at all. That's all price. Me, yes. Whenever you have a chance, please. Okay, yeah. Send me the link to RoboBay. Chance. You're. Do you identify the zones by WIC onlys? Honestly, there is a way to identify zones in different aspects and different types of yes, you can do wicks. You can do the actual top of the body of the candles. Like, that is also possible as well. It's what you do with the information. There is no, like, right or wrong way to do it. It's what you do with it. I like to do wicks. I do like to do wicks. That's just me. You can follow with what I do, or with, somebody that likes to actually physically do it from the, from the bodies of candlesticks. It's not bad. It's how you use it. I just personally like doing wicks. I see a bullish trend approaching on what? On what, Johnny? Now, would it be legitimate to draw a trend line from the gap to current? Yeah, why not? Well, I don't see anything wrong with it. You're saying this? Yeah, I could absolutely draw that trend line, like, literally, like, no problem at all. Okay, thank you for addressing your question. Evan, I hope I'm talking to you, or I don't know if you're talking to me, but I'm glad that if it wasn't me, that somebody else in here did that. That is what it's all for, buddy. 12-12. Of course it's 12-12. All right, so we'll get off UJ. We've got that bias pretty much on point. GJ, or okay, all right. We'll go to USD try. What the hell is up with that pair? Did you like send that pair out to everybody, and now everybody's like, oh, USD try time? All right, USD try. Remember, what do? What is my setup? Dailies. We're gonna go to the daily. USD try is 100% on an uptrend right now. It is, like, literally this pair has just been uptrending forever. So that's what we're seeing on the daily. We do have it bouncing at a very, very particular price point, as you can see right here, and that should be green because we're on the day. So right where price is right now, that is like literally hitting a place that is like price is legitimately right onto that, what is identified as support, resistance, a supply or demand zone. Yeah, where did this USD tri-fad come from? I have no idea. That's just out of the blue. But I've never really looked at this pair or anything, but still, yep, this is all cool. We'll go ahead and remember, this is what we're doing on the daily. Now that's what we got for our daily. Now we're going to jump down to our 4 hours, see if we get a different story. And as you can see, this is very trending. This is just up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, over and over, with some big movements and some big drops and big gains here and there. But still, this point, or this 2.98-ish area on USD Tri is something worth considering, and that is exactly where price is going. What the hell is this? Like, oh, that was a nasty market gap that this happened. Oh my God. Wow, did that really open up 400 pips down? My God. Wow, that legitimately opened 400 pips down. That's crazy right there. But all right, so 4 hour, we're not getting. Why did I just draw this as green when I said that my dailies are purple? That is a purple line. Okay, there we go. All right, so if I'm going to, let's go ahead and identify some of the 4 hour zones that we've got here.
Yeah, he's still down for 60
And I'm looking
seconds,
for
so
relevant
probably
ones.
It'll be like 30 seconds left, probably.
All right. So we've got that right there. We also are going to have this 4-hour zone right here.
Yeah, let's go mid.
And we can just leave that as it is right now if you want to, and then we'll get down into the hour now. Okay. Now, as we identify stuff on the hour.
You got him?
All right. That would definitely be a super relevant zone for USD try.
Straight to us, though. We don't have the wave so we can kill it ourselves.
It didn't quite necessarily come down and touch that 4-hour zone. Can you stop? Can you stop jerking me around, Shark?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's gonna take us forever with all our carries.
I know you can't see it. I have to remember, I have to regard that you guys can't see with the webcam sitting right there. We'll go ahead and draw this as an hour zone.
They're coming, they're coming.
So like I said, it didn't necessarily come down and hit that.
We can see them though. They don't know
Dude,
why.
this market opens up with some gaps, man.
This is my trade frame.
Looks like they're about to start it.
For where my TP is.
Oh, okay,
Just so
so,
you can reference.
all right, so
Shot again where I cover. What the hell?
the man, the myth, the legend himself, Zach, right here behind me, is already in USD try, and he had a TP line at 2.92, which is down. Oh boy, that's down there, bro. Really? Oh my God, you're talking about. Oh my goodness gracious.
This is my swing account now.
I got a pick, let's go.
That's 552 pips down. What is relevant to
Look
this?
at how many pips I'm up already.
Yeah, you were up an unbelievable amount of pips. On a .02, he's up.
Focus time here.
Oh my goodness.
It's like 300.
Yeah, it's like 300 pips, and I could definitely see why it would come down and test that 2.92, which is like all of that right there. That's some pips, baby. That is some pips. Is USD like that? I mean, is that a thing?
Thing, bro.
It's a thing. So
this right here was when the whole military co-op thing happened in Turkey.
oh really? That's what that
was
spike
when
was?
when they declared martial law.
Oh, and then their currency.
But Turkey is coming together and they're really strong as a country right now. But they're reunited. So.
Oh, okay. So that would make sense, and then all this must just be balancing out. That whole their whole like military coming together or whatever the hell that is unbelievable. Like how much that gave this market, like it went up so hard and then just came down. Like that's a 500 pip. Oh my goodness gracious, baby! I tell you what. Woo! Life. All right. Whoops. There we go. Man, I honestly, I'm trying to exemplify like that bias for that. Zach, are you thinking that we're gonna get another tap up, or
I mean,
you think it's from this point just gonna?
I don't see it coming back up to where that moving average is. Like
So
if
probably
anything,
right here.
If anything, there would
Point
be,
like the 2.98 ish.
Yeah, that would be the
Like right there?
That would be the potential entry if anything. Maybe it overextends and goes to like up here.
Probably. All right,
I
so
don't see that.
so Zach's giving a little bit of a better bias that if you wanted to have, an ability to look for the sell for it, to follow up with his bias. Now remember guys, it's just his bias. So 2.98 is it would be a place for this thing to probably theoretically come back and touch. I could also draw a zone right here to identify that. He's gonna get onto the chat and say something. USD try.
I'm on my way. I'll be there.
Message deleted. Evan, did you try to post something? No, I have not looked at AU yet. We will, Argo. Johnny, he is selling. So, Mike, if the market goes below the 1 hour supply in demand zones, we will be looking for it to test the 4 hour zone as well. Yeah, Danielle, like absolutely. I could easily see that happening. For this particular pair, and that's if it does. But if it doesn't break it, that's when you would be looking for that. But what you're looking for is, what we're looking for, or not what we are, because I'm not on this pair, but what the bias is, at least for Zach, and this is just Zach's personal bias. This isn't, what obviously what is going to happen by any means, but he's looking for the sell. He's looking for it to even break that 4 hour zone, for it to essentially just come back up come back down and pretty much just balance out what all happened right here. So that's really what's going on. Always refer to a greater trend or time frame, and that's if you're looking for, if you're looking, for the higher swing of things. Reposting it defeats the purpose of the timeout. He asked about that Kaizen takeover.
Yeah, so I timed him out. I was being picky.
That was a good hit, actually.
Okay. Well, anyways. Love you all, legends. I have to go. Love you all. Yeah, I know we've almost been on for an hour and a half. So class is just probably we're gonna have to close it out soon because I know we all got stuff to do. I've got a house full of people behind me as well. So we're gonna be throwing down some more training tonight here as well. So USD try, we're gonna be looking for that downward movement.
Like, why was our Faye farming when we had plenty more time?
Yeah, see you later, Tyson. Remember, you got homework, brother. Get to it. I know you'll have it done. I'm holding you accountable, brother. I'm holding everybody accountable to it. All right, so that would be USD try, and yeah, we'll look at AU. That will have to be the last one. So I'm actually even gonna write this down. That USD try was what we're looking for, because I'm gonna start.
Oh, let's go, and I'm coming too. It's over with. I'm gonna fuck that camera right now. I have no idea.
All right, AU. Looking for the hot sell on AU. AU, baby. What's good? What's good? What's good? Alright, I've got stuff all over this chart right now. I'm not digging it. So that would be phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. But I'm gonna go ahead and delete this phase just for the sake of visibility. So we're just gonna say that this is the start of phase 1, and yes, we are looking down for that tap again. The sell to continue on AU. It does look like it's found a little bit of support. So that's definitely worth considering where it's at right now. It's definitely having trouble. You also have a little bit more of that confluence happening right there. All right.
They don't have enough time to put all their stuff in.
All right. Yeah, my bias is still gonna hold on to the fact that I think that AU is gonna sell, and it might be because my bias is because I'm in on an AU sell, but still, I think that is where I'm wanting AU to go. What's your guys' thoughts? Imagine having a buy at that lower wick. I'm saying, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We should push left to get that one down.
So, yep, that I'm gonna be saying that I want the AU cell back down to test at the 0.76-ish area. That's my personal bias, not a signal. But the AU cell at the 0.76 area, and then so that's it. Can you explain my tread line? I mean, I just drew random ones, to be honest. Like, I saw that this had a little bit of price, you know, I saw that price came all the way back up and then created this low. So I just decided to draw a trend line right here. You had a power stick that broke through it. It respected it for a good long time, and then you can see that it almost essentially retapped that area. And then, yeah, I just drew one down here from that lowest low down to that wick. And, you know, just trying to see what that next opportunity, I'm trying to give it a little bit of a cone for it to, you know, theoretically come in and just bounce up and down in like that. It, of course, probably won't do it exactly like that, but still, that's kind of like what my whole idea is for it, to continue for it to be trending in the way that it is right now. And what's a rule of treadline before entering a trade? Sorry for new questions. Don't ever apologize for your questions. I will call you out on that. Don't ever say it's a new question. That is the purpose of the classroom. Please feel that you can ask anything you want here, guys. Don't ever feel that anything you ask, because if it's holding you back, that is not a dumb question by any means. Yes, exactly. Do not be sorry. Don't ever say that. Do I trade gold? No, Johnny, I'm not really a big gold trader. I do have gold up. I do, you know, pay attention to it. And yes, gold is hitting an area right now. It does look like it could be a buy, but I have really no idea. I don't pay attention to it that much. You have a sell, you think it can go down to the 1.329-ish area to retest down here at the bottom of what that is? I could see it. I could easily see it doing that, but I'm not going to analyze gold because we got to go ahead and close things up. We've been on for an hour and a half, and I know everybody's got stuff they got to do. So, like I said, guys, the AU sell is like what I'm liking, and we're gonna see if it's gonna do it, guys. So with that being said, if nobody, go ahead and guys, go ahead and get your questions in here, and you know, if there's anything that you guys can do for me, just please screenshot this. Please screenshot that you're on the stream and just shout out the DFW Trade House. You can tag, but you have to tag me. You have to tag the Trade House so I can see it. Because if you don't, I won't be able to see your post. Gold mine telegram. Potential, think it's coming down. What do you mean gold mine telegram? Potential still coming up on EuroCAD. Sent you a pic on FB. So this is what he's at on. Oh, this is EU. Yeah, this is EU. Did you mean to say EU? Oh God, I'm sorry, Josh. I don't know why I just said that. I was looking at Kennedy's. My bad. Okay, here we are. So the EuroCAD, you're expecting it to break out. I know. My bad. I don't know why I just did that, Josh. My bad. Best way to maximize profits with a small account size. Let's get these pips. Yeah. Sent a request for the group. Yeah, guys, if you want to be added to the closed Facebook group for the trade houses, now go ahead and drop your email. So all of the emails will be at the bottom of the chat, so I don't have to scroll up forever and look for it. So go ahead and drop your Facebook email right here. And with that being said, guys, we're going to go ahead and close things up. So what I want you to go ahead and do is type your email afterwards. Go ahead and close your eyes and get yourself into the pose, guys. We're going to close it out the way that we always do. So I just want you to close your eyes and breathe. Take in those big, deep breaths and listen to me. I want to do mine really quick, so guys, I want to thank every individual that is here. Keep your eyes closed. I want to thank everybody who's here tonight, who is here at my house, who is here in class today, who made it, who got their questions answered, who helped answer questions. I cannot thank you guys enough for being a part of the community that we are all trying to be, and we're trying to get it to the next level. I think it is extremely powerful that we all have the ability to be on here. And once again, even to you, Sean, thank you so much for helping co-create the experience that we have here tonight, guys. I cannot do it alone. Y'all can't do it without me. We need each other to do it. I cannot express the amount of love and vibrations that I send out to every single each individual that can hear me right now. And I hope that you guys continue to show up and that you continue to retain value, that you continue to gain information and move on to the next step. And as we bring in new ones, as new people are introduced to the stream, that they do not feel that they have dumb questions, that they feel that they can be completely open-minded and completely exposed to whatever it is. I hope that nobody can hold back on anything that they feel that other people would judge them for any type of reason at all. Please, guys, don't ever feel that way. And as you continue your breathing, guys, even after we end the stream tonight, continue your affirmations of you can, you will, and you must. Not just for trading, for everything. With that being said, guys, namaste. Thank you guys so much for making it out to the stream tonight. You all know that we got some homework assignments. You all know that we're going to be holding you guys accountable for everything that we're doing. And thank you guys for being out. Thank you for the congrats on the 1K subscribers. Hope to one day visit the trade house. Abraham, we will be there. Trading plan by Thursday or push-ups. And I want a Facebook Live for everybody who doesn't do it, just so I can see you do it. Yes, Kennedy, namaste. Thank you so much, guys. And as you know, we will be here tomorrow night at the same exact time, 11 p.m. Central. Guys, Christopher Derrick will be going live with the IML London session here very soon. Make sure that you tune into that. Christopher Derrick is a beast at trading. He's a beast at teaching. I love him to death. I give nothing but respect and props to that boy. And guys, let's catch some pips tonight, guys. Look for your opportunities. You've got some biases sent out to you. You've got everything you guys need. So with that being said, guys, thank you guys, and we will see you here tomorrow. Love you guys.